So here's something new, FirePresser. And you're probably thinking what I was thinking when I first saw this. Another compressor? We don't need another compressor. Well, I know I don't. I got so many. But after downloading, I realized how powerful this plugin is. Now, what makes this plugin stand out, in my opinion? There's 4 compressors in one. So you have a Stress, Varimu 76, and a DB 160. So we're going to start from the left to the right. So over here we have input, we have your dry wet, you have your detector, but you have your link, attack, release, and some EQ curves, turbo, saturator, then your output. And then we have the section right in the middle, which I think is the most powerful section of this plugin, which is your 4 compressors. Now you could engage one compressor, or you can engage all of them together. You can engage one more than the others, meaning I could put the DB160 at 50% or 80%, and the others are going to be in the background still working, but you're not going to hear them as much. So right now, everything is engaged. So what I want to do, I have the sample here that I got from my sample library. Let me play for you guys. Nothing special. We're going to listen to all the compressors together. Without. With. I think that's pretty neat. So if we click right here, you see this little thing right in the center? We can actually move this around. So like I said earlier, we can engage one specific compressor and only hear that one specific compressor. Let's select the 76. And let's go ahead and let's go to the Stress. Without. With. Let's move on. Without. With. And to the DB160. With. Pretty awesome. Now you might have your favorite. One might sound better than the other. You might like the 76 over the 160, and that's fine. Or you might like all of them together. And by having all of them together, you can actually do some pretty cool things. So we're going to mess with the turbo and the saturator. Let's squash the hell out of this. Let's compress, let's mess things up, and let's see what this compressor can do. Yeah, that's a lot of compression. So having this dry wet is great. I don't need to put this on another track. So I reset the plugin back to its factory conditions. Now, one thing that you are able to do, which I think is pretty cool, you can move these around. If I wanted to, I can put the 76 first, the 160 second, and I can put the Stress last, or whatever order you desire. And remember, after setting all of this up, create your preset. That way you don't have to constantly keep doing the same thing over and over. So we're looking at the detector part of the plugin. So right away we have your low cut and your high cut filters. Anything between 100 to 20K won't be affected by the compressor. Your low cut, anything between 20 to 1K won't be affected by the compressor. Another thing which I really appreciated that they added attack and release. Now you do have compressors out there that don't have these options, but the next option is just as important, and that's link. Now here's the cool thing about link. You can go all the way to 0. Now if you put it on 0, each compressor is going to work independently. If you put it at 100, they're all going to work together and they're all going to compress at the same time. So I think that's pretty neat. So you know what? Let's mess around with that. We're going to start off with 0. Without. There is a slight level difference, but that's okay. So that's pretty cool that everything's just kind of working on its own. And if you wanted to, you can just type 50, press OK. Awesome. Or you can just go 100%. So I would check the description and download this plugin. You can try it out. And they actually have a special. So you got 8 days, 8 hours, 27 minutes, and 0 seconds until this expires and the price will go up. So I would suggest you guys come and just download the plugin, give it a shot.